boom ana esibo so Omanhene Kwabena Asante Afenyo-Markin asem because wo muade we arrogant na NPP say na mo party ni nya kono no and Omanhene NPP de nyasem kutua we no tisi na na osonso ye wakasa kakra ye de omo ye ni nyam aho sa wakasa sa dai no nya Afenyo de ne de meaning so ne personal problem they are bad. He was very upset at Afenyo-Markin. Omanhene Kwabena Asante to go that way. My senior colleague no job brutus NPP say mo yes we nya mo che Ghana to so aba we o se na Yaa Jantuah say mo pa le cho ni njo so pom mo cho no kai make sure so be subscribe mo subscribe no click the notification the video be to be hu next you have a comment feel free leave that comment in the comment section we have a call back home access come website or back assistance we here when you invest millions of dollars and euros in projects in Ghana you need someone to track it for you to give you a third view. Enye baako mienu bi ne former na nkwa mo bi nko no nko check send pictures ya boso ampa edu lent ampa baako masses be the same man in diama eno ayenim ne ekosi odemu nase Afenyo-Markin was unhappy with the president presenting Yaa Jantuah to come and take the petition. Jomo deputy women's organize the petition no anya Yaa Jantuah de no kwa Asempa na ne ensem no kokan some of them were strong so samas Afenyo-Markin nyankopon se bebree na no Omanhene Kwabena Asante kasa bi afa ho no first party Afenyo de nyasem kutwa TV.
Obi, I'm extremely disappointed in the New Patriotic Party. They don't even know. So as we speak now, non-party is attractive to most Ghanaians. They don't even know. They don't know, and I'm disappointed in the minority leader. Honestly, now you are calling for equity. You NPP, you are calling for equity. You are not coming with clean hands. Why should we even think of voting for NPP again? When and your man will shout to say my ban win, you know. Only fresh page reset, you know. Uno, who cross and you may be our bay, you know. And into the sebi, you now have a certain moral grounds to stand on, and then say, once you want to reset, please let us all join and reset and move to the next level. Okay? Say, I'm not careful, eh? A man yourself, I who knew for sure. If you do me, I'll do you. It will always be an albatross around our neck. Obi koye yechere. Yeche na akoye no. Ukuta krata bia emunsem ehia oche bibia. Aposifo abo ho ban wakodu bia odisa okrata ne kodu. Mampan otufo otikokko so mebe mu ase me sede wo yemfato ho. Se otufo tu hene eba wa yie udwumadie bia wodi a ehon na abayi nase. Won na abadwumadi nase.
Otufo na.
It is a mampan ewo abankasiem. Na so otun safre obis abamampel se bia brinti ni adaje ntimi nya bi ma na wadaro mamsero obi ya adwuma masoe ha se mampan chusu even ne driver sebe otwi ni hyen and the cars on media sa ho maso nzefri. Do you want to tell the president who is supposed to come and receive your petition on his behalf? Sa ho maso is it about the content or is it about any power obeji? In fact, it was even one unique opportunity for the NPP to admit that the reason why we are being here, and it's good that Yaa Jantuah, you are here. During our time, we meted out a certain treatment to you. It was not the best. It didn't conform to the rules and regulations of the land. So we thank the president for even bringing you to us because you are in a better position to tell the president that enough of all these bickerings and back and forth. So we urge you to tell the president that we admit that we committed. But in your case of resetting, it is you who can be a conduit to propagate the ills of what this current administration is doing because you are a testimony. But in all, we apologize to you. Are you a victim of Sanoma Wende? Are you a victim? And they should have shame because their thinking is that when you go and bring out an old video, this is how we have lived our life all these years. No, be Mr. So I'm about to know I had the Yamian in Ukraine. A buo e was sa table we ho anyone can say no nyama wo dwuma dia odi ho. Don't allow them again. Don't allow them again. What it tells me is that the NPP and the NDC, now the NPP in opposition, they've not learned their lessons. They've not. They are still in shock. They don't believe that they've lost the election by 57 to 41. They are in shock. If not, certain levels of arrogance and ego, they wouldn't display it. Impunity. If they keep doing that, it will be difficult for us to tell the NDC at their face that you, Mobasa will be reset. The kind of reset I'm mine. But who bond up? Now who know the culture and say, Onipa no ojina when him no obaje because what of a Bank of Ghana dey for you be a banner there and then omujina security man. But now say bank governor suma obi so omujina na nemu be ya dem. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Say they could have used NRA opportunity.
Who are you?
To open a fresh page and say,
that's the point.
Mumu opposition moye demonstration no.
That's the point.
Head of security of the Bank of Ghana by Mubu Nenimtia.
That's the point. That's the point.
Just to set.
But how are we learning? That's what I'm saying, that we are not learning. They demonstrated a certain level of homophobia. Who did they think they are? Who do they think they are? I mean the NPP. You are a party in opposition seeking Ghana's mandate to come back to power again. If you demonstrate this ego, what do you mean? What do you mean?
And the only
what do you mean? What do you mean?
NDC funds.
So what? So what it means is that you have nothing to offer again when you come. What the mistakes that the NDC is doing today, you are coming to do worse. That's what it means. For how long would we play this game around the system like that? I can't draw money too much.
Why
too much?
Why I tend to agree with you and say, but for NRA events, of course, with UPS, maybe a senior most member of the presidency would have come.
I don't want you to even go to those nitty-gritties. Number one.
No, me really.
Number one.
Yes.
When John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, we had flooding situations. What happened in this country? We all rose to the occasion to say, Papa, you are insensitive to the plight of Ghanaians. A national event too.
Yeah.
You criticize him to the core. It doesn't matter the circumstances that led to the death of these gallant Ghanaians. It was declared a day of appreciating and recognizing these heroes. In quote, you, out of your own way, wanting to distract the focus on that useful exercise by the nation, not the interest of the NDC or the president, decided to defy and choose that particular day as a day to come and demonstrate and put up this odd behavior, offensive behavior, not a discouraging behavior at the Jubilee House. So, President, okay, Thanksgiving now, nanum call. But when I pray about 2 minutes, you cannot observe the rules and regulations, you want to be given power. Let me drum it home again to them. To make the best of my knowledge, they should go back, keep quiet, observe the space. Because I can tell you, Obi, the NPP as it stands now is less attractive to the Ghanaian. They shouldn't be deceived though. That is why Omanhene NPP NDC for your debate. Moral grounds ben awa. Obeka say 1 year 8 months in no. Yemfanya Accra Kumasi road. That is why the NDC will talk like that. Yes, because it is incumbent. That is why when the NDC talk like that, it is incumbent on us, the two of us and our colleagues, to subject the NDC to scrutiny and say that no, you can't, because the Ghana is not NPP. Ghana is a group of individuals. We need development, not this kind of comparison. We can hold the NDC in check. You should observe until further notice. What didn't we say here? It doesn't stop you from criticizing, but be modest.
Into the point I was making earlier, and it's I think, because as the NPP themselves admitted, no, on my first demonstration on my Deputy Chief of Staff Standogbe Nababeje petition, no. The second demonstration, Chief of Staff at the Office of the Vice President Alexander Afenyo-Markin and Nababeje, and they claim said they were expecting another senior member. But I'm saying, sir, the circumstances yesterday wouldn't have allowed that, because all the senior members at the presidency were at UPSA. And Anaya Kano, said the president told him at UPSA, say, free Emra Meje. And they knowing the circumstances, no, that's why that point the Honorable Minority Leader made, no, was a bit out of
Obi, respectfully.
You know, the situation Emra couldn't have allowed any other senior member to have
respectfully.
And I think they should have understood the times.
And I'm saying that respectfully. Yeah. Let's not even downplay the person Yaa Jantuah, please. And again,
I'm not saying
let's not even give MPP or whichever party any time or maybe if Serbia any room to operate or so. You're not a determinant of what the president should do in some instances. So you're not. You're not a determinant. I'm saying the president had the right. Is it written in the constitution that so the petition called presidency were there are specific people who are some Bejana?
No.
Why? Is it written? Is it part of the constitution? The president could have said, me, Mampay John Dramani Mama. And then me protocol officer no on the call, no go share minianum, no kwaji. What is your problem? Now, at the airport, Yamoko and Emayu, Nana Yaa Jantuah versus Afenyo-Markin, the who Ghana and Pemosa will discuss. What is it that thing? And who opposition, who the Amason is sharing? Who opposition, who no sabe trade the end because you see maybe a chairman, jaga, any solution, because anything that you say, and maybe in a way by the way they say, who opposition, who power. You are not attractive. Infighting, a lot of challenges in opposition. You will not concentrate. Okra de ya sure suma mo bo asum. What when ya ho ma point to guide the wakwa akosi baby ese okọ. Some years back it was declared as a security zone. Nobody should have access to that place. It was declared as such.
We noticing Nana Yaa Jantuah Sutebe.
And to Ghanaians. He was not sent there. She was not sent there by his own will. Otunfo na suma no in quote me catch no. President Mahama said so whatever happened there, it was not you they were dealing with you. So you don't have a response until you are okay with a response from the presidency.
But she also
hold on.
She also said say President Suma omu rule of engagement with Jubilee House say Omanhene de adwuma bi ahya won sa oko back a outro status report no Omanhene and she has done that to the president.
But me see it's a President Suma wa now it can say nana e de ne yemfa to no.
Yes.
Obi now me programs manager mfa ho ne agro ne me di wa ha. What's my man me mako baby me do reporter but don't see answer have the report na me di abro wi no. I know what you say. Miss Mobim, who ye niamo? Oh, na me ma small no. What dia bo ho se wo no mudu atem. Me no ma di matem. Oh, obi ne di watem. It is obi otumfo so obi bejira na na mu a. Otumfo tu obi oba gama nche wa. Adwasafo ye etu ohini mpon na ba ejira mu otumfo. Nti otumfo na wo no. Tisabre what Opewumpo Ghana witnessed a representative from John Dramani Mahama His Excellency office in the person of Nana Yaa Jantuah who be foco.
You are saying so, nothing was a better response.
They should have accorded Nana Yaa Jantuah. Nana Yaa Jantuah, once you stood in the stead of the president, you should have been measured. The utterances here yesterday, some of them extremely unnecessary. You came to speak with emotions now. Okay, date differentials as if we know. Also, governance is not about personalities. Governance is not about a fear of him.
But I see he who feels it knows.
Oh, Debbie.
You are not the receiving end.
My brother, do you know what you receive here at the end? If I make comments here, if I'm not guided by principles at multimedia,
yes.
After some of these commentaries,
yes.
Don't you think that I can respond appropriately to a lot of people? You know what the two of us we go through after some of these commentaries.
Yes.
You think that you give me the platform to come and do whatever I want here? Is that what you allow me to do?
No.
It's me the show. We are guided by principles. So it's not for Nana Yaa to come and tell Obi ani Nana Yaa Jantuah about kwasem. Oh yeah, this year free pem usi mo bra. Yes, usi mo bra. Ye cry ni mo cry. Ye what train na dey pen. Ye Judy say we obi a wa bini ye eba ne o bebre ho amanyo sem ni abrabo mu a. Obi ani obebu anim tia. It is not for Nana Yaa to come and tell us who she is. It is known. On kwa ye car bakosema ye born papa dia the Ghana ho bakosema ba fra. Do we call her Yaa Jantuah? We are there ni mababa be fra. It you know obu humbi. Ye gitum sa. But I saw do need to say one call in your capacity. One call in your capacity. That is why you will also be angry to respond. Then governance then becomes a personal conversation, not policy direction. It is in as much as Minority Leader the NPP got it all wrong in that approach. And the mindset that they have that they will do 10 times of that. It should tell Ghanaians that these two political parties, if we don't pull the brakes on them and knock them well, for them to sit up well, they will still do the clock or the jump business, because that's when the NPP says that the tomorrow is what is pregnant about tomorrow? Oh, what is pregnant about tomorrow? What is pregnant about tomorrow?
Tomorrow is pregnant.
What is pregnant about tomorrow?
Give time some time.
What is the meaning of that? What's the meaning of that, Mr. What's the meaning of that?
Tables never done.
What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that?
Said you of one son.
It is time for us to tell the NDC that, please, it's not to threaten that tables will turn. Tables will turn. It's 4 years old, 8 years old. The tables will turn. It's to the tables will keep turning at the expense of the Ghanaian. We are killing ourselves. We are hurting ourselves. We are sacking people from business. So tables are turning. Is it turning positively or is it turning at the expense of all of us as Ghanaians? What kind of tables are turning? What kind of tables? What kind of tables? They should forget those things. Order from Misoria.
I'm sorry, I'm a booby.
If you are born in BBA and you remember pretty said your moon because no one obey. At the end of the phone, almost says, I'm better than the call it. It's just we have to hope I change that too. Yes, you have a chimney. Now we know that there's no rule of law. And person to person, if you do me, I do you. And I'm born in it. Put your position all the time, the tables will turn. Tomorrow is pregnant. Tomorrow has no fishes.
Give time some time.
Time will not give any time because it is not even for you to say this. We want a new dimension of our body politics, our democracy, where these things, I am so relaxed. I am so relaxed because I know that institution called Yoko.
Professional.
I'm so relaxed. I don't care about what because institution of Mato and South Africa, you're from Ghana police. I don't feel intimidated at all. That's all what we are preaching for. But your tomorrow is pregnant is come and do what? Yeah, Masha say crown market. Enipa, moba, modia musumu no mbetshia.
First week.
Hey, minia. Munya careful.
Ibimu bail condition. I don't confirm Beckham.
Minia, munya careful.
Beckham Palace they can charge.
Minia, munya careful. Zaki kakikano, ebokro. Zaki kakikano, a share a bind be or what should be an a share a buffo on your measure that. Because you said that you do this, no, and the crown, yen say munsi prekona fi bia tunka. Opa oba kra for you na we don't give a toss. Where is the development we are looking for? Where are the roads that we want it to be built? Where is the fight against illegal mining? LGBTQ, job employment. Why are professionals leaving this country to Amanani for so-called greener pastures? Where are those opportunities every young Ghanaian wants to enjoy? How are we deliberately pushing Ghanaian businesses? What are the challenges in doing business in Ghana? Go to the ports and harbors. Look at the prices there. What kind of mindset do we have now as a country? So the problem at hand is not that kind of attitude that our politicians keep showing, whether they are in power or they are in opposition. Asempa down, and yes, I won't Subai no Mudachi editor. No, Asempa down Siciano, Ghana, you are Yamo, Mrs. Unya issue that you not understand where I'm coming from. You have an issue, go to the hospital. Because I'm a brapeni or the Kolibu. Almost every blessed day, nipa bed the onum tintim. Ebi wa sika odbokokoto moja. Ebi ni ebushenum a droba kwa auto 1,500. Ebi ni ebushenum 1 tablet 2,000. Ebi ni ebushenum a job ni ebuha ni ma anya stroke ni metu omoja school omo abandon school omo choma amenchen stroke department ano da obu bed na won't even call private bed because private ones in for 100,000 dika to home na ansana madika attend to. There are challenges in the system. Go and look at where university graduates are sleeping. Contain them no modeda. Go and look at our hostels and then my member hostel papa no member na baso. Go and look at the effort that is putting into making sure that hostel like makwa no mabegis kakodan. Hostel ni kesi na besa high chamber 2. Hono mujoso, hono mujare, hono hochishi and netting. This is what we should be thinking about. We don't wake up every morning to say Afenyo versus Yaa Jantuah. What's developmental about this?
Yes, send na me kan na ye enye day a we ka say bibi enkoso o man nim me no na ye me only issue enye say bibi enkoso o man nim na bibi koso. It is a amount a rep and the rep is a presidential staffer, you know. It's but my no so I think a lot of people are disagreeing with me. I mean, it's normal, that's my view and that's your view. I respect that. Me dey make say wakaka kre untwa so and sometimes so asem dey na kasa bebre ya emo asem na nye de they be me can't then is there. People didn't understand. But interestingly, then America comments, people also again, how you joke and power. So when you di so it's just normal. We all share different opinion. Me them again say she's registered the displeasure, which is allowed. She should just allow the times to be. And as I said, after when you should be here, you all get it wrong sometimes. You call your sister way there. I think that especially when you see and Yaa Jantuah issue, one video which I share is almost 25,000. No, I'm here. She was unhappy about the mannerisms in her course. You know, the mannerisms. She was not happy about it, and that we didn't see on camera. That we didn't see on camera, and I'm not in a position to disbelieve her because Mimi you just say Mimi na Yaa Jantuah no bia. On you be ready so basa basa. I mean, in all fairness, on you be because you carry or ready so the kasa tatantan or basa basa. Mimi minimness minimness. And imagine say, I think say Afenyo should just extend or make overtures towards her sister already. Yeah, kwashi bibia. Mimi view no. What's your view? Share it in the comment section. We are not subscribed. I'm not subscribed. Back click bell notification. The video be at my no it's my shabi. Show you mama me here. Ghana see here. Bye bye.